I'm sure by now you're aware of why Herbert Diess was fired from Volkswagen. If you're not, I made a whole bunch of videos on the subject, and now it's become very obvious that myself and others who made similar comments were 100% right. Volkswagen isn't all in on EVs, in fact, far from it. They've just made a colossally bad decision. Maybe the worst decision in the history of the company. Volkswagen has more debt than any other company in the world except for Toyota. And now, my friends, personally, I think it's very unlikely they'll be able to pay back that debt in 10 years' time, when they're still probably inefficiently producing EVs as a result of the decision they've just made. Hello, my friends, and welcome to the channel. I'm the Electric Viking. Great to see you. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Welcome back, everyone else. Thank you for tuning in. Now, yes, I am smiling because it's a fantastic day on planet Earth, and you know what? We're lucky to be here. We're lucky to be alive at this time in history. It is the greatest time to be alive in history. There is no question about that. I mean, there's no point even arguing, discussing that. Just turn the news off, walk outside. Yeah, it's good to be alive right now. We're quickly moving into an electric vehicle transformation. Europe has banned internal combustion engine vehicles in 2035. California's done the same. Same things are happening in other states. China, while they're moving to electrification at an insane pace, 45% is the trajectory we're looking at for China next year. Who makes more EVs than anyone else? Where's the biggest car market in the world? China. Guess what? Volkswagen makes 50% of its profits in China. And frankly, it fired Herbert Diess because it doesn't want to make EVs. Why? Because it doesn't want to change. Why? Because the union doesn't want job losses in Germany, and they think that by building a lot of EVs, many people will lose jobs. In fact, they're saying it's going to be more than 50,000. Germany relies upon the automotive industry more than any other country on the planet except for Japan. Japan number one, Germany number two. Frankly, my friends, this transformation, this decision by Volkswagen will have disastrous consequences for the company. Yeah, they probably will prolong the lives of some of their staff by a couple of years. But then when all the poop hits the fan, it's going to be even worse than what it would have been. In fact, 10 times worse than if they hadn't have made this horrendously bad decision and reversed Herbert Diess's call that they needed an efficient vehicle production facility. Now, keep in mind, Volkswagen has admitted it takes them 3 times longer to build an EV versus Tesla. They say it takes Tesla just under 10 hours. It takes Volkswagen 32 hours. That's more than 3 times as long. Volkswagen has said their production for EVs is basically, it's like building a Bentley. Seriously. 20% is automated. We're talking about 80% hand building these vehicles. That's why they don't make a profit from EVs. That's why they won't make a profit for many years. Now, this new factory was meant to change all that. It was meant to be a purpose-built, automated, efficient electric vehicle producing factory that would enable the company to make a profit from selling millions of EVs. Now, they've cancelled it. This is diabolically stupid. Frankly, I can't believe it. Volkswagen's plans to build a new $2.2 billion EV plant to produce its flagship Trinity electric vehicle and a bunch of other electric vehicles have been cancelled. The facility was part of Volkswagen's strategy to accelerate EV production and, well, to build EVs at a profit. That's probably the most important reason for the factory existing. And Herbert Diess pointed out the idea here was to emulate Tesla's strategy, efficient, automated electric vehicle production. Now Volkswagen are saying, maybe we don't even need that factory. After announcing the automaker has hit a milestone in its transformation journey, which I debunked in my video, I'll put a link in the description below, in March, revealing plans to build a new 2.2 billion manufacturing facility for its Trinity EV, they said, don't think we'll do it. According to Manager Magazine, CEO Oliver Bloom wants to scrap the new facility as part of his strategy to clean up the German auto group. Scrap the future, right? And we'll just stick with what we've got. Now, does that really sound to you like a company that's taking EV seriously? There's a whole lot of Europeans, right, that watch this channel. And a lot of you, I'm sorry, a lot of you are brainwashed. You've been completely brainwashed by the Volkswagen cult. The Volkswagen cult, my friends, they're not really all in on EVs. They're not. I see your comments. I've seen your comments. I know what you're thinking. It's not true. They are not all in on EVs. If they were, they would not have fired Herbert Diess. That is proof right there. Now, some of the strategies they've made, some of the decisions they've made actually made sense. They started off with writing off 1.9 billion euros in their investment in self-driving startup Argo. Bloom now wants to postpone models and platforms for several years to save costs. But the thing is, they're postponing models and platforms that will build their new, efficient, affordable electric cars. Electric says that although Volkswagen still wants to build the high-efficiency Trinity EV, it will likely be closer to the end of the decade rather than 2026 as originally planned. Now remember, Volkswagen just announced as well that, they're not going to get rid of the Golf. They're going to make a new Golf electric car, which is good. But when's it going to come out? Around 2028 or 2029. Yeah. A source said that Bloom wrote a letter to workers saying this: "We are taking the opportunity to look at all projects and investments and check their viability." Construction was meant to start in spring of 2023 as Volkswagen intended for the plant to be a model for the gradual transformation of production. Now, we're not going to build that factory. What is it now? The glacial transformation? I don't know. Volkswagen intended to accelerate production times at the plant. It's admitted it takes way too long to build an electric car. And they face increasing pressure from companies like Tesla, right? Tesla, what are they doing in Germany right now? Ramping production, trying to improve their efficiency, trying to come up with every way they can to make their cars have a higher margin, to make more of those cars, right? Lithium iron phosphate batteries, battery contracts with BYD, battery contracts with, they have 6 different battery contracts, I believe 7. But the problem is here, Volkswagen CEO Herbert Diess said the competition are coming, Tesla and China. What do you think China is doing right now? It's ramping production up of its electric cars at seriously light speed. It just reduced the price of the MG4 electric car, which many reviewers from Europe have said it's one of the best EVs they've ever tested, to $19,000 US. That's what companies like Volkswagen have to contend with. I mean, more than half of their sales are in that price bracket, that lower price bracket in Europe. And the Chinese EV makers are coming in every single segment. Previous Volkswagen leader Herbert Diess said in a speech to management last year that the automaker needed to be more like Tesla, which produces the Model Y in 10 hours. He then invited Elon Musk to a meeting with all the managers from Volkswagen. The point was to try to get everyone to be on the same page, to actually support Volkswagen transforming itself into an electric vehicle production company and moving away from gasoline-powered vehicles as quickly as it could. Not long after, the company fired him. Tesla delivered 344,000 electric cars in Q3 at massive profits. Volkswagen sold about the same number of EVs from January to September of this year. Now remember, this is the second biggest car company in the world. They normally sell more than 9 million vehicles per year. And Tesla is outproducing them by a factor of 3 to 1. Now they've cancelled the most important facility they were going to build this decade. How seriously do you think Volkswagen is taking EVs? I want to know what your thoughts are on this. Let me know in the comment section below. And honestly, I'm genuinely curious. If you're a big Volkswagen fan, I know there's many of you out there, let me know why you are. I mean, this is the company that, Dieselgate, right? Porschegate. They're having the Porsche thing now. Porsche did the same thing, but in multiple ways in the US. I don't know when this stops. When does Volkswagen turn the page and start going, you know what? We have to change. I don't know. I don't understand. Personally, I'm confused how there can be so many Volkswagen fans out there that believe this company is committed to EVs. It just doesn't look like it to me. But let me know. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know in the comment section. I want to hear your thoughts. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.